So the San Antonio Spurs actually got off to a solid start this season, but they fizzled off to where we expected them to be so far. They are 6-13 on the season at the moment of recording. So yeah, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs today. Very excited for this rebuild because we do have a couple young players that we're potentially building around, like Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan. There's a lot up for grabs for this team in the future. So yeah, injuries will be on. Basically the settings that I mentioned in the Orlando Magic rebuild are going to be considered here. And if a player does win an award, I will up their potential just a tad bit. I will also have to edit their peak start, their peak end age. So yeah, let's talk about this team. Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, they are a wing duo right now. They are going to be our shooting guard and small forward for the time being. Keldon Johnson got that new contract extension this past offseason, and it's kind of a steal of a contract. Like, yeah, it goes up from 3.8 to 20 mil next year, but then it drops to 19th and then 17.5 mil when he could be close to a 90 overall. So I'm very excited about that. Devin Vassell is going to be due for a contract extension very soon. He's getting off to a great start in real life. Love him as a two-way player, especially Jakob Poeltl, man. He is going to be a very big trade deadline kind of movable guy. He is an expiring contract, so we could go after him in free agency. He's playing great. He's a very underrated player in this league. We'll see if we want to re-sign him, but we might not go in that direction. Trey Jones, off to a solid start. Maybe the field goal percentage isn't the greatest, but he's going to be our point guard throughout the whole season. We got Zach Collins. Kind of already know what he's going to be. He's been in the league since 2017. Josh Richardson, another guy like Jakob Poeltl that we can move at the deadline for a team that wants a veteran defender. Then we have a couple other young guys like Isaiah Roby, Keita Bates-Diop. But yeah, Jimmy Sohan, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley. This was one of my favorite draft classes from the Spurs. I loved all these guys coming out of Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Baylor, but we'll see what they can do for us so far, as Branham and Wesley haven't gotten much run in real life, but I'm going to play them a little bit more here. So Jeremy Sohan will be starting at the power forward position. Wow, we have a lot of veterans that just aren't going to play. Like Gorgie Zhang's not going to play. I don't even want Doug McDermott playing too much. Keita Bates-Diop is not really going to play that much either for us right now. Jay Rich just to get that trade value up. Zach Collins is just going to play some backup minutes a night. So I want Sohan getting about 30. Poeltl could get about 32 because we're trying up that trade value. We're going to go 36 to Keldon Johnson, 34 to Vassell, about 28 to Trey Jones. And then let's get Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley in here. We could do about 17 to each and then still play Doug McDermott about 14 minutes a night. So yeah, let's do that right now. Maybe I like Branham a little bit more, so now we'll do 17 apiece. So under Popovich, defense, 2.5 stars, not great. I mean, we are tanking. And then let's just look at some of these shot tendencies right now, like Keldon Johnson, 65. That's criminal. We're going to up that to a 90. Devin Vassell's also going to go up to a 90. We're going to have Jakob Poeltl probably at a 70, I would say right now. Trey Jones at 45 is also too low. That's going to go up to a 60. That's fine. That's fine. I guess this means Roby doesn't make the rotation. So I should try to find minutes for Roby. Maybe I don't play McDermott, but he's making a little bit of money. Maybe I play Roby over Zach Collins. Sohan, that can go up to a 65. We can actually lower Branham to about a... yeah, him and Wesley can both be at a 65. So I do want to play Isaiah Roby a little bit more, but injuries will happen. So Zach Collins, yeah, he'll find playing time. Don't worry. So yeah, if a major injury happens or if anything, you'll see me. But yeah, I'm not going to be making a move at least till the trade deadline. Yep, like there it is. Sohan 4 to 6 weeks already. Damn, another injury. Sohan just came back and he breaks his right kneecap. So unfortunately, that is going to stump his development as well. We are 11-30 right now. So no San Antonio Spurs making the All-Star game this year, obviously. So we are about a few days away from the trade deadline, and yeah, we are 17-37 right now. Yeah, about where I expected us to be. Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell are leading the way. Keldon Johnson's having a solid season. So is Devin Vassell. There's Jakob Poeltl, who we are going to try to move. Trey Jones, not a bad season from him either. I think he projects as a solid backup point guard. There's Jeremy Sohan, not had the most efficient year, but he's had multiple injuries. There's Josh Richardson. We'll see his market as well. Malachi Branham has been abysmal shooting the ball. Not a bad year from Zach Collins either. We could see his trade value. And then Blake Wesley, much better than Branham. And yeah, there's Charles Bassey, Supersonics legend. I do want to see if there's any contract extensions. So if we look at Poeltl, he doesn't even want to, or he's not even eligible for an extension. Richardson would resign. Trey Jones, no. And no to Keita Bates-Diop. So let's see the trade market. DeAndre Ayton's on the block, but I don't really think I want to target him, especially if we get a chance to draft Wembanyama. Duren would be nice, but I don't think like that they would do a Pirtle for Duren swap. Michael Porter Jr. is on the block. Ben Simmons is on the block. Neither of those guys really fit us right now. A couple veterans in Dallas. Same thing. Caleb Martin, or also Cody Martin. Duncan Robinson, no. Yeah, none of these guys we would really trade for at the moment. So I think we're just going to go look to the trade finder ourselves. Patrick Baldwin Jr. would be an interesting player. I'm sure the Warriors would be interested in Jakob Poeltl. Let's see how interested they really are. So the Warriors would want to give me Draymond. That won't really work out. I mean, he only has 2 stars trade value. I thought he would have at least like 3 to them right now, because I was going to see if they would do like a Wiseman for Poeltl, but they wouldn't even think of this idea. Okay, yeah, never mind. I mean, I doubt they would do Kuminga. I don't even think they would give up Moses Moody, nor would the money work. Yeah, that would kind of be a little bit difficult. All right, so I think if anything, I would do this trade with the Clippers. We at least get a first-round pick. The Grizzlies would also throw in a first-round pick as well. Yeah, so I'm actually going to do that trade with the LA Clippers. We're giving them Jakob Poeltl. I got to take back Kendrick Nunn, who was traded to the Clippers. He is not under contract next year as well. So we're going to get a first-round pick that we can eventually use later on, and we could look to re-sign Jakob Poeltl in the offseason if we want to. Yeah, I'm not going to find a trade with Richardson that I wouldn't have to take on like a multi-year contract in return. So Zach Collins is going to be the starting center, and then, yeah, like Sohan will be put back in there when he's healthy. And we are going to go through the 2023 trade deadline with just that Poeltl move. All right, so Luka Doncic wins MVP, Paul Banchero Rookie of the Year, Simmons wins 6th man in Brooklyn, Giannis Depoy, Devin Vassell wins Most Improved. Okay, he gets it over Keldon Johnson. I think that means I'm going to increase Devin Vassell's potential just a little bit. I don't think we're going to get anybody in an All-NBA team, but that could also be an incentive to increase somebody's said potential. We do get Blake Wesley on All-Rookie second team. Looks like he was better than Sohan and Branham. So if we look at Devin Vassell, is up to an 85 overall, and we go to his potential, it's at 84 right now. I'm going to up it to an 87. I think an 88 actually is pretty fair. Let me know if you like that. Yeah, and he was the second leading scorer behind Keldon Johnson. There was Jeremy Sohan, who finished with 11 points, 4 net boards. Honestly, the efficiency was better towards the end of the year. At least, like, he had an abysmal start. True shooting still is not great. I mean, he's projected to be our long-term 4, but that could obviously change. It looks like Blake Wesley was a better shooter than Malachi Branham this year, but Branham was better down the stretch. It's not a great 3-point shooter, which is fine. And yeah, the Clippers with Jakob Poeltl don't make the playoffs. All right, how? Unless Kawhi and Paul George were just like out for the year. You have a Mavs Sixers finals as the Lakers went to the conference finals. Okay, and the Sixers won it all with Embiid being your Finals MVP. So do we see any Spurs retiring? Big one here is in staff retirements, and Greg Popovich does retire. So that's a big thing for us this offseason. We have to figure out our next head coach. Dwight and Mel retire, and it's honestly not the worst thing for Pop to retire because he was a defensive-minded head coach, and I don't think we were going in that direction as a team. So draft lottery time. This is a very big part of the video. Third projected pick. Let's see where we end up. We also have those Hawks picks down the line and that Hornets pick from the DeJounte Murray trade. All right, so the Orlando Magic have landed the 7th pick. Let's see who the Sacramento Kings take at 6. Oh, I meant if they were going to end up being there, not like it was the actual draft, and we fall down to 6. All right, my hopes were to get Scoot Henderson in this draft, but that is not going to happen. Maybe we could target Brandon Miller, but I don't know if I want another wing because right now we're still playing Vassell and Johnson, so I'm either looking at point guard or front court. That does hurt. Not going to lie. That hurts. So staff signing. We need a new head coach. Who's it going to be? Do I promote Mitch Johnson? Darius Sungala? Brett Brown? Oh, hell no to that. Will Hardy got fired as the Jazz head coach. Okay, Mike Brown. He's balanced. You know what? He's a little bit of a more veteran head coach instead of going the young route. We could go Mark Daigneault out of OKC. But yeah, let's try to sign Mike Brown, who the Kings already fired. So let's give him a 3-year deal, $7 million per year. We're also going to look to increase our scouting department. Literally just going to sort this by basketball IQ and just sign the top scouts. All right, we should get all of them okay. And yeah, Mike Brown is our new head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. All right, so it is the 2023 NBA draft. Let's see who the mock drafts have us selecting. It could be Derek Lively. We could go the center option. Amen Thompson would be nice, but you can't really play the point guard spot. So there's a chance we're a trade down team. Is there anybody that I would like to move on draft night? I mean, a team could value McDermott shooting. And yeah, it's going to be the Sixers. So we're going to be giving them a Lakers unprotected second next year. And we're getting their first round pick in 2024. I mean, McDermott's coming off a solid shooting season. All right, so let's see who's going to be available. Number 1 is going to be Scoot Henderson. Oh my God. He goes before Wembanyama. He's going to go 2 to the Detroit Pistons. Maybe this is where I call them about Jalen Duren or Isaiah Stewart, but I'd prefer Duren. I mean, I don't want to move pick 6 for him now. That seems like a lot. Cameron Whitmore goes 3. Number 4 is Nick Smith Jr. Okay, so who did the Thunder take at 5? It's Dariq Whitehead. Okay, I think with this pick, I'm going to go Anthony Black might seem like the best option. Because he is a point guard. But this is kind of like a lot higher where he would be drafted in real life. He's probably like a mid-first round pick right now, and I'm taking him at 6. So if we're kind of going on real life, like I would look at Amen Thompson right here, who is a 75 overall shooting guard, which he's 6'7", so is Black. Who do I go with? Do I go with Lively as the center? Khalil Ware? He just had a nice night for Oregon the other night. All right, we'll go Anthony Black. Yeah, he's going to be our point guard. Let's hope he's a good enough playmaker. Rajon Rondo is his ceiling. We'll see about that. We also have the 34th pick in the draft. Seems like a lost cause here, so I'll take a Eurostash player. All right, Anthony Black, 77 overall. That was telling me the truth. Ware and Lively were also 77 overalls. I don't think there was another one in the first round. Nope. So we're going to sign Anthony Black. He's going to be our starting point guard next season. Vassell's coming back on a team option. Everybody else is going to walk. Charles Bassey will decline it. So Harden's a free agent. Middleton's a free agent. Kristaps Porzingis, yeah. Who we could go after. I'm going to offer Trey Jones the qualifying offer, but that's kind of hefty, $7 million. But I guess $7 million for your backup point guard isn't a terrible idea. I mean, we could also just go back here to see what the Pistons want for Isaiah Stewart. Is it a little bit of less valuable? I mean, Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham. I would give them Malachi Branham. For Isaiah Stewart, I mean, I'd prefer to get Jalen Duren, but it looks like he has more trade value, or at least in the Pistons' eyes. Yeah, Vassell, Sohan, or Branham. Okay, well, that's giving me, or getting me both. What about if we did Branham and we did that first round pick that we got in the Jakob Poeltl trade? Would that be enough? You have Stewart and Wemby. Come on, let's get this deal done. Damn. I don't have much. I mean, no, we do have a bunch of first round picks. Do I also throw in this Sixers first round pick? So 2 first-round picks in Brandon. That's a good return. I think that's a lot, but I would be excited to have Jalen Duren as our starting center next year. And they say no. Wow. I can't even trade Noel Kent, who's hurt. He's a Eurostash guy. I'm not moving any of these other guys because I also don't want to move Blake Wesley as well. I mean, I could throw in a second-round pick. That gets done. Okay. So we end up trading 2 first-round picks that I think are going to be very, like one's a Clippers pick in 2027, so I don't care too much about that one right now. That Sixers pick shouldn't be great. I mean, they just won the championship, so I think they would be picking in the 20s. We give them Malachi Branham. It's kind of odd Jim at small forward or at the wing spot right now. Or like we have a plethora of wings. And yeah, we get Jalen Duren, who's going to be our starting center next year. Let's go. All right, so looking at some free agents of our own. I don't know if anybody's going to be a top priority to bring back right now, but Trey Jones I would love to bring back. So we do need a backup center. This could be, let's see. Who do I like coming off the bench? Poeltl for $13 million a year. Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards, but he's making about $8 million. Thomas Bryant, I think, would be a nice backup center. So if I give him like a 2-year deal, we have a ton of cap space. We give him a team option on that second year. We'll actually give him like $14 million. So we can lure him to San Antonio. He'll be the backup center. I would like Trey Jones to be the backup point guard. So we'll sign him or try to sign him after moratorium. 2 years, maybe 3 years, $30 million. And the last year is a team option. Maybe we go after, not Dennis Smith Jr. But I need another power forward as well. But I do want Sohan to start. So we're going to go after Derrick Jones Jr. He's just going to get a 1-year deal from us for about $8 million a year. And yeah, we're going to bring in Thomas Bryant and Derrick Jones Jr. And then after moratorium, I'm going to go over to Mr. Trey Jones. And I'm going to offer him a 2-year deal. It'll be fully guaranteed, and we'll give him about $10 million a year on that deal. We'll actually do a third with the team option, and I think that would be somewhat of a tradable contract as well. And we sign him on that. So we still need to fill out a couple more roster spots right now. Does Wesley go up in overall if I move him to a shooting guard? Doesn't change, but I'm going to move him. So we have like 1, 2 at least for the rotation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm going to sign Will Barton. He'd be like kind of like the first veteran in case anybody gets hurt. Same with Reggie Bullock as well. And then we just got to sign like a 3rd string center and another veteran in Derek Favors. All right, I didn't want Langford coming back, but, you know, we had that money. He comes back on the QO. He won't really play for us. A couple of the veterans are regressing, which is noticeable. Langford goes up. Wesley goes up. Sohan goes up to a 74. Very nice. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. This happened in Summer League. This is yet... Oh, my God. 6th overall pick. Anthony Black tears his left ACL. Yeah, he's out for the Summer League season, but he's probably out for the... Oh, my God. He's going to be out. I don't know. 2K's weird with the injuries, and he might come back soon, but he's probably at least missing the first couple of months. Wow. That has never happened to me. That is so unlucky, too. And, of course, it's Anthony freaking Black, who we just drafted to be our franchise point guard, pretty much. All right, so, yeah, thank God we signed Tre Jones. He's going to be there, and Wesley will probably get some minutes. So, it says the season. Oh, my God. That sucks. All right, so Duren's going to start. Brian, you can get about 24 minutes a night. Derrick Jones Jr., you're not going to play as much. Yeah, like, where are these minutes to Blake Wesley? He's going to be sliding in there. Reggie Bullock will not be playing. I don't even think, or no, yeah, Derek Favors won't be playing right now. So, Will Barton, you're going to get about 12 minutes a night. I would like Wesley to get about 26 minutes a night is good. He could be the sixth man right there. Jalen Duren about 32. Sohan, the same thing. Let's go 36 to Keldon Johnson, 35 to Vassell, 25 to Tre Jones. We'll do 31 to the front court, and we'll do about 22 to Thomas Bryant. We'll do about 29 to Tre Jones. System proficiency is 3-star balance. Well, this season might be a lost cause already. All right, the Spurs are actually doing well this year. Vassell just got hurt again, but we're 17-13 at the moment. Like, without Vassell, who's balling out for us? Keldon Johnson dropping 30 pieces. He's averaging 23.5 on the season. Wesley's doing much better in year 2. How is Sohan doing in year 2? Okay, possibly worse. Jalen Duren's been an absolute beast for us so far. I have no idea what's going on with my save right now. Every time I press B, it's just like automatically popping up the menu screen, and I just exited as well and came back in. And it's still doing it. All right, let me reset my Xbox. All right, he has arrived at the start of February. Anthony Black is going to be inserted into the rotation. All right, so let's see what he can do. What's his shot tendency at right now? It is at a 65. We can up that to like 70s. I wonder how he's going to be in the assist game. I have really no idea what to expect. First game against the Blazers on the road. Could we maybe start off with a dub? We are 26-25 on the season, and we do end up beating them by 5 points. Lord had a nice game. How did he play in his first game? 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. I'll take that. What was his plus minus? A 4. All right. What about the second game? We just blew out the Memphis Grizzlies. Keldon Johnson had 44. Like, him and Vassell having very solid seasons, and Anthony Black had 12, 3, and 8, and 3 steals as well. All right, so here we are at the 2024 trade deadline. We are 6 games above 500. All right, let's go. We're the 4 seed right now. Hell yeah. All right, let's just take a look at the stats as well. Jalen Duren, what a pickup he was, but another team's trash is another team's treasure. Not saying he was the Pistons trash, but they were moving Duren or Stewart, and I prefer Duren. We give him 2 first-round picks and a former one, so like almost 3 first-round picks and a second for him. Anthony Black in 5 games has been off to a very good start for us, 11, 3, and 6. Blake Wesley, been good, much better in his second season. How is Sohan doing? All right, Sohan's not great. What is his 3-point shot tendency? Because it could be insanely high, and we want to lower that a little bit. It's at a 54. Okay, maybe his efficiency will go up if we drop that to a 20. We can also peruse the trade block as well, see if anybody is on it that we would want to maybe add to our team as we're trying to make the playoffs this year. Devontae Graham, not really. All right, nobody else is on the trade block, really. DeAndre Hunter, no. Steven Adams, probably not. I didn't really think we were going to make a trade anyway. I'm very cool with this, or very content with this team. Bradley Beal, not really going after him right now. Derrick Rose, he's back in Minnesota. Cameron Johnson, Kemba Walker, and DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, that's a no for me. So, I also just wanted to take a look and check in on the Charlotte Hornets' record, because we do have their first round pick, and I love to see this. They are the worst team in the NBA. Let's freaking go. So, yeah, I'm not going to be making any moves. I don't even think we have any contract extensions to do right now. Yep. So, I'll see you guys if there's a major injury or at the end of season number 2. So we finished the season 43-39. Nick Smith, Anthony Black's teammate at Arkansas, takes home Rookie of the Year. Tower Hero averaged 30 points this season. Holy crap, that's insane. All right, well, shout out to him in Miami. Any Spurs making All-NBA teams? Unfortunately not. Any on defensive teams? No to that as well. Anthony Black, no All-Rookie first team, but no All-Rookie second team either. So Tre Jones just got hurt, and we are not in the play-in tournament. We're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in round 1. I will have to edit this rotation just a tad bit. And yeah, this Grizzlies team is pretty similar to what it is currently in real life. We'll just go over the stats just for, I think, Anthony Black, because everybody else looks very similar since when we last left off. And his efficiency was all right. I mean, not great at all, actually. Sohan's got, mean, I guess it's an improvement from last year, but he is really not going to be now like my long-term four. At least I'm not envisioning him as that right now. So Trey Jones will be missing like the first couple of games with this series. So I think for now we may just go to an 8-man rotation. Derrick Jones Jr. is going to get about 20 minutes a night. Thomas Bryant about 23. Wesley 26 fine. We're going to go 33 to Duren. We're going to go about 28 to Sohan. 40 to Johnson, 40 to Vassell, and we'll do 30 to Anthony Black. Game 1 against the Grizzlies, we end up beating them, which is nice by 10 points. That's a huge win, actually. Vassell with 41. Yeah, is Vassell or Johnson going to break out as like our playoff guy? And maybe that's the one we build around. We do lose game 2 by 20. Desmond Bane had 48 against us. Jeremy Sohan had a good game. All right, game number 3. Keldon Johnson has a bruised right hip, but he's fine. And we end up winning it by 17 points. Anthony Black with almost a triple-double. Had 12 assists. Game 4, Trey Jones is back. Let's go. But we end up losing. Okay, not great. 2-2. I mean, definitely could be worse. So I think Black's minutes are just going to diminish to about 27. Same with Sohan's. Bryant down to 20. And then we're going to probably bump Derrick Jones Jr. there. Let's get Trey Jones inserted into the rotation. And let's see, big rubber match here. Game 5, we end up winning by 4 points. Keldon Johnson, 29, 12, and 7. Vassell with 28 and 8. Can we win Game 6? Yes, we can. And we are going to the second round. Let's go. The Spurs are like that now. Vassell with 29. He was phenomenal in round 1, and we pull off the upset. All right, round 2, though, going up against the OKC Thunder. They have added Derek Whitehead to this team. How is he? And Jordan Walsh, another Arkansas Razorback in this league. Joining Anthony Black and Nick Smith. I honestly think we could beat them. I think we're kind of a better team, low-key. But we end up losing by 16 in game 1, so maybe not. I mean, Shea's been a beast. Game number 2, we end up winning, so we could beat them. That's nice. Keldon Johnson gives me a 34 piece. Let's go. Game 3. He's fully healed from that hip injury. We end up losing it by 20. Ugh, both our L's have been kind of blowouts. All right. Game 4, we end up losing it as well. We lost by 1 point. You got to win the close ones, man. It's pretty brutal. And game 5, we end up losing. Okay, so I thought that we could beat them in this series, or I didn't say that their team was that good. We end up getting gentlemen swept. You know what? We definitely exceeded expectations this season. So yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Embiid, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Glad I traded that Sixers pick because it's going to be pick 29 as the Thunder win it all. And yeah, at least we could say that we lost to the team that won it all. We don't really have any retirees right now. Joe Mazzulla retires already. A couple great point guards retiring, Paul and Westbrook. And yeah, let's see where this Charlotte Hornets pick is going to end up right now. I thought I saw the Hawks a couple times, but I guess we don't get the Hawks pick this year. That Kings pick is top 10 protected, but that would be insane if it wasn't for the Hawks. All right, so we're getting to the point that the San Antonio Spurs can be picking from that Hornets pick. I hope we're not 7. That would be kind of awful. Okay, so we're going to have a top 6 pick for the 2nd year in a row. Don't be us, don't be us, don't be us. Let's go, top 5. Here we go. We're supposed to be 5, and we end up moving into the top 4. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine we could have added Xavier Booker to this team. That would be perfect. And we end up in the top 3. Okay. All right, this is huge. This is huge. Come on, don't be us. Don't be us. Don't be us. And it's not us. All right, come on. Come on. Get me the number 1 overall pick, please. Please, please, please. And it's us. Let's go. Shout out to Charlotte. We end up with the number 1 overall pick. I never have been able to draft Xavier Booker in a realistic rebuild, so I am super excited, as you can tell. Let's freaking go. And shout out to that DeJounte Murray trade, man. So Xavier Booker is going to be the starting power forward. Move over Jeremy Sohan. I'm sorry. So yeah, the starting rotation next year is going to be Black, Vassell, Johnson, Booker, Duren. That's really good. So yeah, no brainer. Xavier Booker, 1.1 in this draft. Welcome to the team. We also have our pick at 18. I'm not sure if I'm going to look to move the pick or we could take Gus Snow. All right, so I'm going to be making this trade with the Kings, and we're getting some shooting immediately off the bench. Kevin Huerter for the pick 18 and Noel Kent. I will definitely pay that contract because we have a bunch of money. In San Antonio, I don't think it's really a big market team. It just had a lot of team success in the past with like David Robinson and Tim Duncan era. But yeah, San Antonio is not the biggest market in the world. As Duren, we're going to pick up that team option. Thomas Bryant, we're going to decline it. Wesley and Sohan will bring back. And Vassell, we're going to extend the qualifying offer too. We're going to pay him a lot of money. Or do I offer Kawhi Leonard a deal? Because we do have $60 million in cap space. I will not be doing that. So I would like to maybe bring back Derrick Jones Jr. He was solid for us. But I guess Sohan's going to be the backup, so we don't really need him as well. And nobody gave Vassell a contract after moratorium, so let's go out and give him the $150 million over 5 years. He's going to get paid so much more than Keldon Johnson. That's crazy. Wow, we could get Klay Thompson for $24 million a year. He's a good system fit. I'm not going to sign Klay, though. I could sign, like, Lou Dort. So, like, right now we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably should sign another center, but I kind of want a wing. Valanciunas as a backup. A Kongwu, but he wants $30 million a year. I'm not doing that. All right, let's offer Jonas Valanciunas a 2-year deal worth about $14 million. So it's $28 million overall. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get him to his age 34 season. It's a good backup center behind Jalen Duren. We're going to bring back Josh Richardson to the team. I do want to get another point guard as well. We could sign Jose Alvarado to a 1-year deal, but he's going to be like that first guy in case somebody gets hurt. All right, so Valanciunas regresses. No surprise there. All right, so let's go here to our game plan. Black, Vassell, Johnson, Booker, Valanciunas. Okay, so a couple things here. Valanciunas is not going to play that many minutes. He'll get about 20 a night. Herter about 26, Jones about 19, Sohan, yeah, so I guess, am I going to play Blake Wesley? He might be out of the rotation for now. He might be, because Herter's a lot better. Black, 30 minutes a night, we're going to go about 35 to these guys, and then we'll probably do 32 to Booker. Ugh, is there any way I can get 7 more minutes from this bench? Maybe? Yeah, we could probably do something like that, and we'll do 31 to Jalen Duren. We're still only 3-star balance. Black, Booker, and Duren are not great fits. I know frontcourt guys usually aren't the best. Herter, we can get that shot tendency up to like a 65. Black, we could lower that to like a 70, and Booker, let's definitely lower that to like an 83 as well. So I will see you guys, as per usual, deadline, big injury, anything in that realm. All right, so Darius Garland wins the MVP at the end of the 2025 season. Xavier Booker, Rookie of the Year. We can up that potential, but I'm sure it's probably in the 90s already. Quickly gets 6 Man of the Year in Minnesota. Mitch Rob Depoy in Washington. Trey Mann Most Improved. Biggerstaff Coach of the Year. No San Antonio Spurs on an All-NBA team. Oh, yeah, that calls for a potential increase as well. All defensive second team in your rookie year, and he can hit his free throws also. Shout out to Xavier Booker. Also all rookie first team. We're the 1 seed in the Western Conference. I mean, this team has developed very nicely so far. We won 55 games. That was the 3rd best record in the NBA behind Cleveland and Indiana. So yeah, if I go to Xavier Booker's potential, what's it at? It's at a 98. Yeah, I really want to increase it too much, or at least to a 99. I don't know if you can go to 100. Maybe you can. There's Vassell and Keldon Johnson as the leading scorers. Then you have Jalen Duren, who's still been an amazing pickup for us. There's Xavier Booker as a rookie, 16 points, about 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Anthony Black, 7.5 assists a night. The efficiency was much better also. Kevin Herter was good for us off the bench. I mean, he shot 50 from 3, so he was definitely more than good. Jeremy Sohan about 7 and 3. So for the playoffs, Sohan and Trey Jones going to get about 15 minutes a night, 18 of Valanciunas. Probably stick with a lot to the starting lineup. We'll go 37 to Vassell, 37 to Keldon Johnson. Can we beat Luka and the Mavericks in round 1? They've added Chris Middleton to this team, Draymond Green, Miles Turner, and Malik Beasley. Build a solid team around Luka, at least in that starting 5. Texas battle right here, and we end up winning in 6. Wow. We started off that series down 2-0. We've also played 23 and then by 2, and then we ended up winning 4 in a row. Shout out to Keldon Johnson, shout out to Devin Vassell, shout out to Jalen Duren, and then shout out to Vassell again. Anthony Black had a great game 6, so did Johnson, Vassell. Also, Xavier Booker was solid in his first career playoff series. Now we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. McCollum, Daniels, Ingram, Zion Hayes with Herb Jones, Murphy, Collar. Okay, that's a good team. I'm a little nervous facing them as we do lose game 1 by 9 points. All right, game number 2, we end up winning. Let's go. By a lot of points right there. Game number 3, we end up winning also. Oh, that would have been amazing if we went up 3-1. That hurts. Game 5 with the win. Game 6 with the win as well. And that's back-to-back series winning in 6 games. Keldon Johnson was a stud in that series. Yeah, Keldon Johnson's been the best player for us so far in the playoffs. Booker was pretty good there also. But now we are looking for the team that won it all last year. We're looking for revenge on them. The OKC Thunder. They got Denny Avdia now. All right, game 1, we end up losing by 5. All right. Game number 2, we end up winning. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we win. Game 5, we win. Come on, let's win in 6. And we have won every single series in 6 games so far. Xavier Booker was your Western Conference Finals MVP. Okay. I mean, we got to take on Cleveland, which sucks. Has Mike Brown ever coached Cleveland? I'm not sure. He might have. Surprised they didn't go to Keldon Johnson, but okay, I'm with that. Can we beat Cleveland, though? If they didn't have, like, Donovan Mitchell anymore, I'd be like, yeah. I mean, that backcourt and frontcourt is just too good. We end up losing game 1. All right, Garland had 33, Mobley had 31. I mean, that's not off to a great start there. Can we tie it up? Yeah, I feel like we have a sweep coming. I feel bad about this series. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. We went by 1. Oh, my God, we're 1 point, basically 2 points away from going down 3-0. But we go down 3-1 anyway. Probably the end of the line for us. And we end up losing in 5. All right, though. We just made it to the NBA Finals this season. Darius Garland was your Finals MVP. So here we are going into our 3rd offseason now. Much better than we previously been. And we probably won't have any high draft picks, at least going into it. But hey, going to the Finals, I know we had to go up against that Cavs team. But hey, it's still a very good season. And this team is going in the right direction. I'm excited to see what Xavier Booker can do in his 2nd season. Plus, still having Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell keep developing. And okay, we have Chicago's pick at 12, and oh, never mind. We are going to have a top pick in the draft because that Atlanta pick is unprotected from the DeJounte Murray trade, and they were bad this year. So yeah, we get the 12th pick via Chicago. All right, so we are going to possibly get the 6th pick. No, we move up. Okay, LeBron is a pending free agent. They're mentioning that. Yeah, we're going to have another top pick in this draft. Another top 4 pick, and we just made it to the NBA Finals, man. This rebuild, I've been getting very lucky today, and it's a top 2 pick, or it's a top 3 pick, excuse me. It's supposed to be nuts like every pick, and it's still going up. We're literally going to have possibly the 1st overall pick in back-to-back seasons. That's never happened to me before, and oh my God, it does. For the 2nd straight year from the DeJounte Murray trade, a pick that wasn't our own gets us to number 1. Are you serious? Oh my God, that is insane. I should play the lotto myself today. So we have pick number 1 via Atlanta. We have 12 via Chicago. I'm not sure exactly what move that was, if it was in this video or if that was in some type of like Larry Markin and Thad Young deal in the past. I'm not too sure. It might have been more Thad Young related, but I don't know. I digress. It's pick 12, and then we have our pick at 28. Oh, duh. It was the DeMar DeRozan sign and trade. Okay, makes sense. All right, so let's see. With this auto-generated draft class, is there a clear number 1? No. Adelson Vienna. Wow, he's projected to go to us twice. 19-year-old point guard out of Brazil. I could go that route, or we take Rex Ellis Jr. How did my scouts do this year? Okay, so we know guaranteed that he's a B-. Rex Ellis is a guaranteed 79, or Donta Edwards guaranteed 78. They are 22 and 23 respectively. They're thinking that Kevin Isley is going to be a B. But I could take Adelson Vienna with the number 1 overall pick. But we do have like Anthony Black. But I don't know. Like I like Jalen Duren. He's good for us. And would Isley or the other center be an immediate upgrade? I don't know. And I mean we do have Valanciunas and Duren. So I think with the pending Trey Jones free agency, and Anthony Black is good, but like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take Adelson here with the number 1 overall pick. He's the NBA.com number 1 guy, 2K's number 1 guy, and Draft Express's number 1 guy. I feel like it can't be a bad decision, but we'll see. We'll see. Sean Bryant, wow, wasn't even on my radar, goes 2. We'll see what Kelvin's overall is. We're going to snag Percy Hayward here with pick 12. And Corey Gibson here with the 28th overall pick. So yeah, Vienna is a 79 overall at the age of 19. Isley is higher at an 81, but he's 4 years older. So I like that pick that I made. Hayward is a 75. We also had a couple 2nd round picks here as well with Rudolph McCoy and Cam Haynes. So we're going to sign all 5 of these players. All right, so we're going to pick up the team option on Anthony Black. Jalen Duren, since we just drafted a point guard number 1 overall, Trey Jones is going to go to free agency. Jeremy Sohan's going to come back, and Blake Wesley for now. Loaded free agency class here with Tatum, Giannis, Mitchell, and LeBron. Let's hope that Mitchell leaves. Alvarado, we're not going to give the qualifying offer to, and we could go after a big name here in free agency. Oh my God, Tatum wants $57 million. I don't even have that. Oh. I don't really have that much money at all. I guess, yeah, that makes sense because we are paying Herter, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell a decent amount of money right now. Valanciunas, 14 mil, Xavier Booker, and Vienna, who are both number 1 overall picks, or Vienna, Adelson. We'll just call him Adelson. But yeah, who's going to start at the point guard spot? Anthony Black, who's coming off a solid season in his 2nd year, still only 21, has the size, or Adelson, who we took number 1 overall. I feel like I gotta start the number 1 overall pick. Yeah, we're really not gonna make any moves in free agency. Trey Jones is gone. All right, so Alvarado is gonna get a deal from the Grizzlies. You know what? For $2 million, I'm gonna match that 100%. We need another I guess we don't really need another center because we drafted Gibson here with the 24th or 8th pick. But yeah, if like Valanciunas gets hurt, he's slotted in. I'm excited to see player progression. So yeah, Vassell doesn't go up, but Booker jumps up to an 85. Keldon Johnson's in an 85 as well. How does Vassell not progress? He didn't really get hurt that much last year. Anthony Black's up to an 84. Valanciunas does regress. Okay. So I think I'm going to start... Oh, I guess I should start Adelson. And then Black will come off the bench. But they're going to play similar minutes. All right, this is going to be very tough settling this rotation. So Black is an 85. What? That's crazy. So Viana's going to go up there to the starter. Herter is not going to get 6-man minutes. He's going to get about 20 a night. We'll probably do 28 to Black and 28 to Adelson. Vassell, we need more minutes. Like, okay, yeah, this is going to be tough. I think Alvarado's not going to play. Blake Wesley, unfortunately, out of the rotation. Percy Hayward out of the rotation as well. Sohan, you're going to drop to about 16 minutes a night. So, Keldon Johnson, let's get him 33. Let's get Booker 33. Let's get at least 30 to Duren. I got about 5 more minutes here, 3 more minutes. Let's just do 34 to the quote-unquote big 3. System proficiency is going to be still only 3-star balance. I guess Duren was never a great fit. And Adelson's not a great fit either. Yeah, let's see how this team performs. Let's just see, like, game 1 of the year against the Golden State Warriors. We end up winning by 17. Xavier Booker with 31 points. How did Adelson play? Okay, terrible. At least Anthony Black had 13 assists. Let's see how he plays in his second game of the season. I took this guy #1 overall. And I mean, if he doesn't perform well, hey, Anthony Black starts for us long-term back at the point guard. So, Black's playing better. Yeah, it's really who has maybe the better regular season is going to be the starter in the playoffs. And we ended up losing by 2 here. Okay, Adelson not off to the greatest start in his young career. All right, so Darius Garland wins the MVP award. Kelvin Isley, who was the 3rd overall pick to the Hornets, gets Rookie of the Year. Scoot Henderson is now a 6th man over in Houston. Bam Adebayo wins Depoy. Isaiah Collier gets Most Improved. Mark Daigneault gets Coach of the Year. Any Spurs on an All-NBA team? Yes, Xavier Booker, first player here on second team. He has an incredible year. I mean, he was like a transcendent generational power forward to be drafted. He also makes all defensive second team. Adelson does make our rookie first team. 13 points, 5 assists. Not a bad rookie year. Nonetheless, we'll see who we are going to start for the playoffs, in which we are the 3 seed in. Damn, I really thought we were going to be a top 2 seed. 53-29, just 1 game off the Timberwolves. Good thing we wouldn't have to face the Thunder till the conference finals. They look like they're the team to beat. So we take a look at the season stats here. Booker led the team in scoring, followed by Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jalen Duren, Adelson and Viana. Then Anthony Black, who 7.7 assists, man. That's really good. His efficiency did drop this year. Okay. There's Herter, who shot 42% from 3. Jeremy Sohan's best true shooting of his career up to 58%. Well, he's a free agent. And then there's Valanciunas as well. All right, so for the playoffs, what does 2K want to do? I'm curious. Okay. I don't think we should do something like this at all. I'm fine with Valanciunas getting about 10 minutes a night. Jeremy Sohan can get about 20. We'll do about 20 to Adelson as well for the playoffs. Kevin Herter about 24. We'll start Anthony Black. 30 to Duren. We're going to do about 36 to Booker, 34 to Keldon Johnson, 34 to Vassell, and then 32 to... We'll do 30 to Black, and then we'll do 22 to Viana, because Booker is clearly our best player, so I might as well treat him like that. Keeson Wallace, Herbert Jones, Cameron Whitmore, Miles Bridges, James Wiseman, Domantas Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Trey Jones Revenge Series. It's a good team in Sacramento. I do believe that we should beat them. We went down 2-0, and we end up losing in 6, man. A first-round exit with this team. Damn. That hurts, not gonna lie. That really does hurt. That we just got eliminated in round 1 after just making it to the NBA Finals last year. Okay, Jalen Duren's about to be a free agent, so is Jeremy Sohan. Okay, Xavier Booker wasn't all that. Maybe we gotta just spread this team out a little bit. That does hurt, though. Shai Gilgeous is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Tyrese Halliburton your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Probably gonna do 1 more a year. Hopefully we can get it done next year. LeBron does retire. Wow, he actually lasted pretty long in this video. Him and DeRozan. Wow, I don't normally see DeRozan going to the Hall of Fame, so that's pretty cool. Do we have another pick in the lottery as well? Do the rich get richer? Oh my god, yeah. Atlanta's pick again. I guess I gotta watch the lottery. The last 2 lotteries I've watched, I've gotten the #1 overall pick. Alright, so this is supposed to be us, and oh my god, for the 2nd straight year, the Lakers appear when we were supposed to appear. Holy crap, are we gonna end up with the #1 pick again? There's no way. No way. I'm not getting my hopes up like that. So this is the 4th pick. Oh my god. Are we in the top 3? Or am I seeing this wrong? Hawks at 7 though. Maybe that... I don't know. I don't know why the Hawks are at 7. And is that next Hawks pick ours, or was there a protection on that Hawks pick? There may have been a protection, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. And the Thunder have the second pick. Does this mean it's the Hawks, or is it the Spurs? Okay, it's the Warriors. Where did I miss where it said we had a pick? We have our pick at 26. I thought it said we had a Hawks pick. I'm not sure if there was a protection on that or Golden State. I read it as San Antonio, so I apologize. Yeah, Mike Brown. I know he brought us to a finals, but he is going to be gone. I'm going to bring in Ty Lue. Let's see if he would sign with us. Monty Williams if we can't get Ty Lue, and if we can't get either of those, let's go after Darvin Ham. I don't know if we're going to get any of them, so we get all three. Let's bring in Ty Lue. He's got the best ratings by far. All right, so do we want to make a trade? I don't think so right now. We got Al Wells here with the 26th overall pick. Pick up the team option on Booker, Black, Rudolph McCoy, and Cam Haynes. Blake Wesley, we're not going to extend the qualifying offer to. Sohan, we will, and Jalen Duren, we will. KD's a free agent. Jimmy Butler, a lot of good free agents out here, and we have $45 million in cap. Well, don't we have to re-sign at least Duren? Herter's gone. Okay. I mean, we can choose Jarrett Allen, who had an incredible year, over Jalen Duren. Yeah, I'm not really sure who I want to go after right now. I mean, let's take a look at the salary cap breakdown. So, at least by position, we're good at point guard. We're fine at shooting guard. We're good at small forward for now, I would say. Power forward, we do need a backup, and we need a starting center. All right, I'm very tempted into signing Jarrett Allen, who I would say is an upgrade over Jalen Duren. So could I get him for $40 million a year? We'll throw a no trade clause on that, sure. And we get Jarrett Allen. So we are gonna have to renounce the rights unfortunately on everybody. I'm hoping 2K is like it allows me to re-sign Jeremy Sohan, but we will see. So best overall player. Okay, I can sign Herter back, but I do need another power forward. And can I get Sohan? It doesn't look like it. So you know what? Derrick Jones Jr. He played well for us a couple years ago. He is going to be our backup power forward. Let's get that deal done. All right, so Xavier Booker's up to an 89. Jarrett Allen slides in as the second highest overall on the team. Miana's already up to basically Anthony Black's overall after 1 year. All right, so let's take a look at this rotation for the fifth and final year now. They want to start Al Wells or just at least give him minutes. I think it's going to be Percy Hayward getting about 15, Gibson about 17, Derrick Jones Jr. I think he's going to be the one with 15. Yeah, the bench is going to look a little bit different. Maybe the weakest it's been, especially since we didn't bring back Kevin Huerter. So I think I'm going to start Adelson here. They're both going to get 29 minutes. That's fine. Keldon Johnson, 33, Booker, 33, and Vassell, 32. Let's hope this team can be a top seed in the Western Conference. All right, so we end up having an incredible season. I think we won 70 games. Anthony Black was your sixth man of the year, had his highest true shooting yet, and had 8.9 assists off the bench. Evan Mobley's still incredible. Jeremy Sohan, most improved. All right, yeah, he was really good for the Hornets after leaving us, but we go 71-11. Xavier Booker's on All-NBA second team. He is becoming one of the better power forwards in the league. I'm very happy we have him on our team. And yeah, clearly we were going to be the #1 seed. So I wonder if Adelson had a better year than Anthony Black, but we are about to find out. As Booker led the team in scoring, followed by Vassell, who just had another elite shooting season. Keldon Johnson does the same. I gave him a 3-year, $75 million extension last year. Okay, Adelson averaged 17 points, 3.7 rebounds, 6.3 assists. Yeah, the dude's a beast. He's an 87 already. And then there's Jarrett Allen, Black, Gibson, Hayward, and Derrick Jones Jr. So for the playoffs, I think Black's going to get about 28, 20 to Gibson, probably go like 10 to Derrick Jones Jr. I would like to play Adelson just a little bit more. Booker about 36, 34, 33. Sure, let's go with me. Taking on Minnesota in round 1. They have Kyrie and Ant in that backcourt. McDaniels, Triple J, and Drummond wrap out that starting 5. All right, so let's see what happens here against the Timberwolves. Don't lose. Oh my God, we won in 7. We just won 71 games, and we're going to 7 games in round 1. That's absurd. Xavier Booker was the leading scorer nonetheless. All right, round 2 against Memphis, who have Ja, Desmond Bane, Terrence Davis, Chimezie Metu, and Mitchell Robinson. Interesting starting lineup after the backcourt. Can we beat Memphis? Oh my God, they beat us. Holy crap, we just lost in round 2. All right, I kind of ended the video on a failure. How many years did we just end up doing? Yeah, this was year 5, and I couldn't get it done with this team. Are you kidding me? Cade Cunningham's your finals MVP, or conference finals MVP, and same with Ja. Cade and Ja in the finals. And yeah, the Grizzlies won it all. we couldn't do it. The closest we were 2 years ago, and we lost to Cleveland in the finals. So I'm not going to win every single finals. I'll usually do a cap around 5 years if I don't get a ring, but that just sucks. I thought, like, I was so happy with this team. We built through kind of the core we had in Vassell and Keldon Johnson. We drafted Anthony Black our first year. We drafted Xavier Booker. We drafted Adelson. We drafted Gibson. We drafted Percy Hayward. We had Sohan for a while and Blake Wesley, and we traded for Jalen Duren early on. But yeah, you can't win them all. Hope you guys did enjoy. Job like if you did. Let me know what team we should rebuild next down below. Love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.